The magic began more than 2 decades ago, when a generation first stepped onto platform 9 3/4 and followed a boy with a lightning scar into a world that felt both wondrous and deeply real. Harry Potter wasn't just a film series, it became a shared memory, a coming-of-age journey that unfolded both on-screen and in the lives of those who brought it to life. But as the years passed and the final credits rolled, time quietly carried these actors forward into very different futures. Some found new purpose, others faced unimaginable loss. So now, we return with one simple, lingering question that still echoes with emotion. What happened to them? Harry Potter, played by Daniel Radcliffe, stepped into the wizarding world at just 12 years old in 2001, embodying the brave yet burdened boy who carried the weight of destiny on his shoulders. With his round glasses, quiet resilience, and that iconic lightning scar, Harry became a symbol of courage for millions growing up alongside him. Off-screen, Radcliffe faced the immense pressure of global fame, even battling personal struggles with alcohol during his early adult years, a hidden contrast to his heroic image. Yet in a powerful turning point, he reclaimed his path, choosing unconventional roles on stage and in indie films. Now 36, he lives a more grounded life, recently embracing fatherhood, proving that beyond the magic, he found something even more meaningful: stability, growth, and quiet happiness. Severus Snape, played by Alan Rickman, was already 55 when he first delivered that unforgettable, icy, always in 2001, crafting one of cinema's most layered and emotionally devastating characters. Snape's cold demeanor, precise voice, and buried love made him both feared and deeply tragic in equal measure. Rickman himself was known for his kindness and wit, a striking contrast to his on-screen severity. After Harry Potter, he continued acting and directing with quiet brilliance, earning admiration across generations. In a heartbreaking twist, he privately battled pancreatic cancer while completing his later work, a burden he chose not to share publicly. He passed away in 2016 at 69, leaving behind a legacy defined not just by talent, but by emotional truth. Hermione Granger, played by Emma Watson, was only 11 in 2001, yet she brought a fierce intelligence and unwavering moral clarity to the brightest witch of her age. With her bushy hair, sharp instincts, and relentless determination, Hermione quickly became a role model for young audiences worldwide. Unlike many child stars, Watson carefully balanced fame with education, eventually graduating from Brown University, mirroring her character's dedication to knowledge. Her journey later evolved beyond acting as she became a global advocate for gender equality through the United Nations. Now 36, she has stepped back from constant film work, choosing a quieter, more intentional life. Her defining transformation from actress to activist remains one of the most inspiring paths among the cast. Ron Weasley, played by Rupert Grint, entered the series at 13 in 2001, bringing humor, loyalty, and vulnerability to Harry's closest friend. With his red hair, expressive reactions, and impeccable comedic timing, Ron offered warmth and relatability amid the story's darker tones. While sudden fame could have easily overwhelmed him, Grint chose a more grounded direction after the series ended, avoiding the blockbuster spotlight in favor of smaller, meaningful projects. In an unexpected but touching twist, he found fulfillment in a quieter, personal life, becoming a devoted father and embracing simplicity away from Hollywood chaos. Now 37, his journey reflects a rare balanced success without losing himself in the process. Albus Dumbledore, played by Richard Harris, brought a gentle wisdom to Hogwarts when he first appeared at age 71 in 2001, embodying the headmaster with calm authority and subtle emotional depth. His soft voice, knowing gaze, and quiet strength gave Dumbledore an almost mythical presence, as if he truly belonged to another world. Known off-screen for his poetic soul and complex personality, Harris infused the role with authenticity that resonated deeply. As his health declined during filming, he remained determined to continue, even expressing his jokingly warning producers not to replace him. He passed away in 2002 at 72 due to Hodgkin's disease. His portrayal endures as a tender, irreplaceable beginning to one of cinema's most iconic characters. Albus Dumbledore, played by Michael Gambon, stepped into an already beloved role at 63 in 2004. Following the passing of Richard Harris, and brought a strikingly different energy to Hogwarts headmaster. Where Harris was gentle and ethereal, Gambon's Dumbledore felt more forceful, unpredictable, and at times even intimidating, a bold reinterpretation that divided fans but added new dramatic tension. With his booming voice and sharper edge, he guided Harry through darker chapters of the story. Off-screen, Gambon enjoyed a long, celebrated career across stage and film, known for his wit and commanding presence. In later years, he quietly stepped back due to memory issues. He passed away in 2023 at 82 after a bout of pneumonia, leaving behind a legacy defined by fearless reinvention. Draco Malfoy, played by Tom Felton, was just 14 in 2001 when he first sneered his way into audiences. Memories as Harry's aristocratic rival. With his platinum blonde hair, sharp tongue, and simmering insecurity beneath arrogance, Draco became one of the saga's most compelling antagonists. Felton, in contrast, was known for his warmth and humor, often surprising fans with how different he was from his character. After the series, he explored music and independent films, though he also faced personal struggles, including time in rehab, a stark divergence from his polished on-screen persona. Now 38, Felton has embraced reflection and growth, often expressing gratitude for the role that shaped his life, while continuing to connect with fans through honesty and humility. Luna Lovegood, played by Evanna Lynch, entered the series at 16 in 2007, bringing a dreamy, otherworldly charm to one of the story's most unique characters. With her soft voice, distant gaze, and unshakable belief in the unseen, Luna stood apart as a symbol of individuality and quiet strength. What many didn't know was that Lynch had battled a severe eating disorder before being cast, a struggle she later spoke about openly, creating a powerful contrast to Luna's serene confidence. After Harry Potter, she became an advocate for mental health and body positivity, using her voice to support others facing similar challenges. Now 34, she continues to act and campaign, her real-life resilience echoing the gentle courage she once portrayed on screen. Sirius Black, played by Gary Oldman, joined the series at 45 in 2003, portraying Harry's godfather with a mix of rebellious energy and deep emotional scars. Sirius was fierce, loyal, and haunted by years of wrongful imprisonment, his wild hair and intense gaze reflecting a man both broken and fiercely protective. Oldman, already a legendary actor, brought a raw authenticity to the role, elevating Sirius into one of the saga's most tragic figures. After the series, his career reached new heights, culminating in an Academy Award win for Darkest Hour. In a compelling twist, his earlier years were marked by personal struggles, including addiction, which he later overcame. Now 68, Oldman stands as a testament to reinvention and enduring artistic power. Neville Longbottom, played by Matthew Lewis, began his journey at 12 in 2001 as the shy, forgetful boy often overlooked by others. With his timid nature, awkward posture, and constant self-doubt, Neville seemed an unlikely hero until his quiet bravery slowly emerged. His defining moment came in the final battle, a powerful transformation that mirrored Lewis's own evolution. Off-screen, he grew from a reserved child actor into a confident adult, surprising audiences with his dramatic physical and personal transformation. After Harry Potter, he continued acting while also finding happiness in his personal life, including marriage. Now 36, Lewis's story remains one of the most satisfying arcs both on screen and in reality, where the underdog truly came into his own. Rubeus Hagrid, played by Robbie Coltrane, was 51 in 2001 when he first appeared as Hogwarts' gentle half-Juddit, instantly winning hearts with his booming voice, tangled beard, and boundless kindness. Hagrid was fiercely loyal, childlike in wonder, and carried a deep loneliness beneath his warmth, making him one of the saga's most emotionally grounding figures. Coltrane, a respected actor and comedian, brought depth and humanity to the role, often becoming a protective presence for the younger cast behind the scenes. After Harry Potter, he continued acting but faced declining health in later years, struggling with mobility issues. In a deeply moving twist, he once said Hagrid would outlive him in spirit. He passed away in 2022 at 72 due to multiple organ failure, leaving behind a legacy of pure-hearted magic. Lord Voldemort, played by Ralph Fiennes, was 43 in 2005 when he fully embodied the Dark Lord, transforming into a chilling figure of pure menace. With his pale, snake-like appearance, whispering voice, and calculated cruelty, Voldemort became one of cinema's most unforgettable villains. Fiennes approached the role with theatrical precision, drawing inspiration from historical tyrants to shape the character's eerie calmness. Off-screen, however, he was known for his thoughtful and introspective nature, a stark contrast to the darkness he portrayed. Following the series, his career flourished across both blockbuster and independent cinema, along with directing acclaimed films. Now 63, Fiennes remains a commanding presence in the industry, his portrayal of Voldemort standing as a haunting reminder of how fear can be quietly, powerfully expressed. Minerva McGonagall, played by Maggie Smith, was already 66 in 2001, bringing decades of experience to the stern yet deeply compassionate Transfiguration professor with her sharp gaze, clipped delivery, and hidden warmth. McGonagall embodied discipline, balanced by fierce loyalty to her students. Smith's performance added gravitas to every scene, often conveying emotion through the smallest gestures. Beyond Harry Potter, she continued her illustrious career, earning new generations of fans through roles like Downton Abbey. Despite facing serious health battles, including breast cancer during filming, she remained steadfastly professional, a quiet resilience mirroring her character. She passed away in 2024 at 89, leaving behind a remarkable legacy of strength, elegance, and enduring brilliance that defined an era of acting. Ginny Weasley, played by Bonnie Wright, was just 10 in 2001 when she first appeared as the shy youngest member of the Weasley family, eventually growing into a confident, independent young woman. Ginny's fiery spirit, quiet determination, and evolution into a strong partner for Harry made her journey one of subtle but meaningful growth. Wright herself experienced a similar transition, maturing alongside her character in the public eye. After the series, she chose a different creative path, stepping behind the camera as a director and environmental activist. In a surprising turn, she found fulfillment away from acting spotlight, focusing on storytelling and advocacy. Now 35, Wright lives a balanced life, her real-world passions reflecting a grounded strength that echoes Ginny's inner fire. Bellatrix Lestrange, played by Helena Bonham Carter, entered the series at 41 in 2007, unleashing a chaotic, unhinged energy that made her one of the most terrifying figures in the wizarding world. With her wild hair, manic laughter, and obsessive devotion to Voldemort, Bellatrix thrived on destruction and unpredictability. Carter's fearless performance turned the character into a dark spectacle, blending menace with theatrical flair. Off-screen, she was known for her eccentric charm and creative spirit, often embracing unconventional roles. After Harry Potter, she continued a diverse and successful career while navigating personnel changes, including a high-profile separation. Now 60, she remains a vibrant force in cinema, her portrayal of Bellatrix standing as a masterclass in controlled chaos and unforgettable intensity. Narcissa Malfoy, played by Helen McCrory, was 40 in 2009 when she entered the story as a mother torn between loyalty and love, her composed elegance masking deep emotional conflict. With her platinum blonde poise and restrained intensity, Narcissa stood apart from other Death Eaters, defined not by cruelty but by fierce devotion to her son. McCrory infused the role with quiet power, culminating in a pivotal moment when she chose compassion over allegiance, a subtle act that changed everything. Off-screen, she was widely admired for her strength and generosity, particularly during her private battle with breast cancer. In a poignant twist, she continued working and supporting others throughout her illness. She passed away in 2021 at 52, remembered not only for her talent, but for her extraordinary grace. Garrick Ollivander, played by John Hurt, was 61 in 2001, bringing a mysterious, almost otherworldly presence to the wandmaker, who understood magic at its deepest level. With his soft, measured voice and piercing gaze, Ollivander seemed to exist somewhere between wisdom and obsession. His iconic line about the wand choosing the wizard becoming instantly unforgettable. Hurt, a legendary actor with a career spanning decades, elevated even brief appearances into something profound. After Harry Potter, he continued working tirelessly despite facing pancreatic cancer, demonstrating remarkable dedication to his craft. In a quietly powerful twist, he remained active almost until the end. He passed away in 2017 at 77, leaving behind a legacy defined by subtle brilliance and an unmistakable voice that lingered long after the screen faded. Vernon Dursley, played by Richard Griffiths, was 54 in 2001, perfectly embodying the loud, narrow-minded uncle who represented the oppressive normalcy Harry longed to escape. With his booming voice, exaggerated indignation, and comically cruel demeanor, Vernon became both the source of humor and frustration. Griffiths, however, was known for his warmth and mentorship, especially toward young Daniel Radcliffe, offering guidance during the early years of Fima, touching contrast to his character's harshness. After the series, he continued acting across stage and screen, earning respect for his versatility. In a sudden and unexpected turn, he passed away in 2013 at 65 due to complications following heart surgery, leaving behind memories of both laughter and kindness behind the scenes. Cornelius Fudge, played by Robert Hardy, was 76 in 2002 when he portrayed the well-meaning but ultimately weak Minister for Magic, a man whose fear of truth led to dangerous denial. With his formal demeanor, bowler hat, and hesitant authority, Fudge symbolized the failure of leadership in times of crisis. Hardy, a distinguished actor and historian, brought nuance to the role, making Fudge more human than villainous. Beyond Harry Potter, he enjoyed a long and respected career, including narrating historical works a reflection of his deep intellectual interests. In a gentle closing chapter, he passed away in 2017 at 91, a remarkable lifespan that mirrored the quiet dignity he often brought to his performances. Fenrir Greyback, played by Dave Logano, was 45 in 2009, transforming into one of the series' most physically terrifying figures, Savage Werewolf, driven by brutality and instinct. With his scarred face, feral movements, and chilling presence, Greyback embodied pure menace without restraint. Logano, however, lived a life far removed from that darkness. Known as a former mixed martial artist and someone deeply connected to nature, in a tragic and unexpected twist. He died in 2014 at 50 from heatstroke while hiking alone in Death Valley, his body discovered days later. His passing shocked many, a stark contrast between the wild character he portrayed and the solitary, peaceful pursuit that marked his final moments. As the curtain falls on these stories, what remains is more than just a film series. It is a tapestry of lives forever intertwined with a world that continues to inspire. Some found peace, others left too soon, but each contributed something irreplaceable to a legacy that refuses to fade. Harry Potter lives on not only in spells and stories, but in the echoes of those who brought it to life and in the hearts of those who will never truly leave Hogwarts behind.